I spent some time helping the Minutemen and the people of the Commonwealth stand on their feet again. I figured that if I want to find Shaun in this chaotic and violent world, I will need help. But I found out that they need my help as much as I need theirs. We need to stand together against all this madness, the raiders, the super mutants, those creatures that seem like coming out of a fantasy book full of monsters. Commonwealth is a dangerous place. I happen to be the guy that cares, but I can wait no longer. I have enough allies, weapons, and I'm strong enough to go after the people that took Shaun. But first, I need to know who they are, and the only leads I may get are in Diamond City. When I got there, the city gates were closed, and there was a young woman there at the gate trying to get inside. They didn't want to let her in for some reason. She's a journalist, and it seems that her stories upset the wrong people. But we were both at the gate of Diamond City, and we both wanted to get in.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh! You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. I can wait all day, Danny. Open up. You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
This place, Diamond City. What is it?
Oh, the Green Jewel? She's a sight. Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth is from here, settled here, got kicked out of here. A big wall, some power, working plumbing, schools, and some security goons are what make Diamond City the big monster it is. Oh, love it or hate it. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Let's go.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons
I've had
comes up?
enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
That mayor, that city's a joke. I thought I would see civilization again, but I was wrong. This may be the best version of civilization left, but I'm not here to judge or make any changes. I care about one thing. I need to find my son, Shaun, and find the people who ruined my life. The mayor told me about a detective who may help me, Nick Valentine. I went to his office, but the man who was going to help me find my missing boy turned out to be missing himself.
Has to have enemies, right?
What? You mean the railroad? That's
Last forever.
His ties. Oh, Nick.
something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
He disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
It seems that every time I try to get help from anyone in this world, I need to help them first. Nothing comes easy in this wretched world we live in. But Nick was my only hope, and if saving him meant I needed to face all the thugs of the Commonwealth, I was going to do it. He is the only hope I have to find Shaun. I went after those thugs who kidnapped Valentine. It's strange how people turn violent and selfish after wars. I thought it should be the other way around, but war never changes. The weak get weaker, the surviving strong get stronger and prey on the weak left fighting for their own survival. The Malone gang was well equipped, better than most other bandits I faced in the Commonwealth. But I have become the general of the Minutemen now, and I had to cut my way through bandits, mutants, and monsters to get here. They were not going to stop me from saving Nick. I hope I don't get disappointed by saving yet another useless man who may be able or even willing to help me. But that was the only option I got. Skinny Malone's gang took one of the abandoned vaults as their stronghold. And that was a wise choice. Only one entrance to the vault that can be fortified easily, and it is easy to defend the vault even on the inside. But I had to become a monster to be able to defeat monsters like Skinny Malone's gang. I keep thinking to myself, how am I different from those I am killing? Am I any better? Am I the only one who lost dear people? Those people were born into an unforgiving world, and if I were in their shoes, I may have become worse. But again, they're standing between me and the only hope I have to find my son. Maybe I, too, am turning into my own version of a monster.
Hate it when they open the door. Why is that thing so loud? How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry?
Ah, my knight in shining armor. Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb? An old private eye.
I need you to find someone, but it's complicated. I don't exactly know where they could be or how long they've been gone.
Well, I've done jobs with less. Somehow nice and simple never makes it onto the menu in my world. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk. Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled out of the old neighborhood by bigger players. Until they found this place. Don't know what happened to
Well, I didn't see that coming. Nick was not even a man. He was a synth, a robot of sorts. But he spoke just like a man. Actually, better than most men I met in the Commonwealth. I told him why I took the trouble to save him, as he himself was not used to free favors in the Commonwealth. Man or no man, I have a feeling that he will be able to help me find my son. But before raising my hopes up or even having the time to discuss anything with him, we are not through yet. I have to get him out of there. It's true that I killed many of Skinny Malone's gang, but there were still more on the way out. And we both need to get out of there alive to even have a chance to talk about my problem. On the way out, of course, there was Skinny Malone himself with a couple of thugs of his and his new flame Darla, who was the reason why Nick was locked in the vault for about 2 weeks. I have learned in my days in the Commonwealth to try to talk your way out of troubles while keeping your finger tight on the trigger of your gun ready for the worst, because nothing was predictable in this Commonwealth. It is wilder than the wildest days of the old stories we heard of the Wild West.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl. I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle, you hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
Darla, listen to me. You have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
Darla, where are you going?
Home, Skinny, where I should have been all this time. This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nikki. You cost me my men, now you and your friend cost me my girl?
My friend here just did you a favor, Skinny. You always did have bad taste in women. Now that she's not around to feed that temper of yours, maybe you'll see sense and let us walk. You still owe me for 2 weeks in the hole.
Smug, overconfident ass. Get out of here! All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
This one worked well, minus the bloodshed. Skinny gave us enough time to leave to the count of 10, but Malone was counting slowly. I don't know if he was doing that for our sake or his. What if we had that talk before I got in? That would have saved the lives of all the men I killed to free Nick. What a random waste of life. That is the only constant of life in the Commonwealth. Death is random. Either it hits you and that will be the end, or it misses and you will live to fight another day. I have learned that even from my time in the army over 200 years ago. Nothing is personal. It's just random. And most of the times, it's just business. Anyway, now that I have saved Nick, we will meet back in his office in Diamond City and talk about my case.
Look at that Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie, she sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about a missing person. No trace of where they've gone. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City. Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Hey, happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya? Here, I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Shaun, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Shaun. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You're a freak. You've got something to hide. Blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, people smart enough to build something like me are smart enough to cover their tracks, and arrogant enough to throw their unwanted trash into the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
Either way, I need to find Shaun.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough, like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound...
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head, scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Who is he? Do you think he has Shaun?
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Maybe it's another kidnapped kid.
Yeah, either that or he's got a son of his own. Not a comforting thought in any case. Both of them vanished a while ago. Haven't been heard or seen since. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am. Come on, Kellogg's house ain't far. I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance? Bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
According to my description of the man I can never forget, Nick gave me a name, Kellogg. That man was bad news. He was not a regular thug. He was a professional. Nick and I went to see if we could find anything in Kellogg's last known address right here in Diamond City. Nick even told me that he had a boy with him, but that can't be Shaun. The boy was about 10 years old. But if this Kellogg is the one who took my son and killed my wife, I will track him down to the end of the world to know where my son is, and then we both know what I'm going to do to him. I killed people in the Commonwealth for so much less.
Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind. Place seems small to you? I figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well, look at this. All of a merc's favorite things.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so.
Any words of wisdom?
Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, then he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him, or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Got something, boy?
There was no evidence that may lead us to Shaun in Kellogg's house, but what we found in the secret room inside Kellogg's house left us with no doubts that the man is a professional assassin and kidnapper, I might add. I have a feeling that this is the guy I'm after. The description matches, and he is obviously in the business of kidnapping and killing people. But how do we know where he went? Nick had a great idea to use dog meat to track Kellogg. If he hasn't gone far from Diamond City, I hope dog meat will be able to track him. I got some stuff that belonged to Kellogg and used dog meat's nose to get to Kellogg.
Kellogg must have stopped here. Search around, see if we can pick up the trail.
San Francisco Sunlights.
I'm telling you.
Kellogg's preferred brand, all right.
None.
Okay, boy, let's track him. I'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy.
Looks like another one of Kellogg's pits.
Bloody bandages.
Keep
Dog
your
meat
eyes
can track
open.
this.
Dog meat find something?
We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Right, dog meat's found something. You know the drill.
Gwinnett Stout. One of his creature comforts.
Dog meat pick up the scent again?
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy.
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution.
What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Just tell me where Kellogg went, Tin Can.
Identity of assailant. Kellogg.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
Other side's chained up.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Movement detected. Curious. Hello?
Dog meat led us to Fort Hagen, which was like every other place in the Commonwealth, in ruins. I have killed many creatures and people in the Commonwealth before, but this was the first time I saw those robots, or synths as they were called. According to Nick, these belonged to the Institute, the boogeyman of the Commonwealth, which was known for kidnapping people from the Commonwealth. I have heard of many people gone missing, and although there were many usual suspects in cases like that, bandits, super mutants, and whatnot, but there was always that boogeyman everyone feared whenever someone's gone missing. I don't believe all this is just a mere coincidence. Kellogg matching the description, obviously working with or for the Institute, which is famous for kidnapping people. I believe I am finally after the right man. But I didn't have to speculate for long, for I learned that he was the man I was after as I ventured further inside the fort.
Hello. My order.
These synths are no joke. They are faster, stronger than most foes I faced before, but they were killable. With difficulty, but killable nonetheless. I was in the middle of fighting my way deeper and deeper inside the fort when I heard the voice I could never forget. It was the same voice I heard in Vault 111 on that fateful day. Kellogg was the man who ruined my life, and it seems that he knew exactly who I was, as if he were expecting me. But that wasn't going to change anything. I'm still going to get answers from that murderer before his time is up. Only one of us would walk out of this fort alive.
Not that it's an option. My way.
Visit my old friend, the frozen TV dinner.
Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler. Sorry, your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave. Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky. Pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way. You got guts and determination. It's admirable. It's not too late. Stop. Turn around. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that. Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My sins are standing down. Let's talk. And there he is. The most resilient man in the Commonwealth. I thought I had that honor. So, here we are. Funny, huh?
Where is my son? Where is Shaun?
Pal, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Shaun's a good kid. Bit older than you expected, am I right? But he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings.
God damn it, you mercenary motherfucker. Where is my son?
What's the cliche? So close, but yet so far away? That's Shaun. But don't worry. You'll die knowing he's safe and happy. A bit older than you expected, but ah well. At least he's in a loving home. The Institute.
The Institute? Well, I'll find him. No matter where he is, nothing will stop me.
God, you're persistent. I give you credit. It's the way a father should act. The way I'd be acting if I was in your place, I like to think. Even if it is useless. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
Engaging hostile.
take a look around. Get all the intel this
All
place.
this tech. You were barely
Fine.
human.
Nick,
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is. And they built me.
there has to be a way, Nick.
We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt greatly satisfied when I killed Kellogg, but I quickly realized that I should have squeezed more information from him before I killed him. I know that the Institute took Shaun, but the problem is that no one knows where that Institute is or how to get in. Maybe I got carried away, but which father wouldn't? Which husband wouldn't? I could not stand seeing him breathe any longer. But there might be hope. This time with Piper, who seems to know a lot about the Institute. Maybe she knows where it is, or at least knows someone who does. In the middle of all that, there was something I haven't seen before in the Commonwealth. A big airship passed over my head. I didn't know if that was a new monster coming to complete the collection of monsters in the Commonwealth, but there will be time to learn more about this ship and this new face in the Commonwealth. Now, all I'm hoping for is that Piper might know something that will lead me to the Institute and to my son.